What's going on, everybody? Brando free to play back on my free to play account. And as you can probably see by the title and description and thumbnail of this video, a couple days ago I did get rallied while I was offline. I got there was a double rally set on me. Luckily, there was only 2 rallies set on me, and I was able to eventually get online to just put a shield on so that I could continue driving. So I was actually driving on my way to visit some family for Thanksgiving on Thursday, and on the way over there, I just started getting a whole bunch of notifications on my phone. Had some people calling me, and it was a little hectic because I was driving, and my wife unfortunately doesn't really know too much about the game. She knows that I play it and I make videos on it, but she doesn't really know much else about the game. She doesn't know how to put on a shield, so I had to kind of, quickly put on a shield while I was driving. Here's kind of the record, or let me see, where is it? Records. Right there. I had to put on a 4-hour shield just quickly on Thursday. So, it is what it is. As you can see by my might, I did not get burned. As a matter of fact, I was able to capture both of those rallies. So let's take a look at who rallied me, and let's talk about how the rally went. So I got a rally from FIZ and SOA. So those are their 2 rally leaders. So this is who rallied me. As you can tell, he has 3 gold cups. So he had a very, very good infantry attack set, and he did send infantry. And as you guys can see, I was in range wedge, so it was a counter. So not only was I rallied while I was offline, I was also countered while I was offline. And taking everything into consideration, I did not lose as many troops as I thought I would have. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at his familiars. So he has the Fear Spike, which gives you 100% every time you lose 10% of your infantry. He also used the 200% army attack for 10 seconds. He also has the Holy Terror, which is the T5 familiar attack skill, super overpowered, and as well as Brutal Bunny, which one of the other tier 5 overpowered skills. And then he also has the Gilded Guard. Pretty much it summons a shield that protects 5.6% of your infantry troops from a killing blow when 12% of your infantry troops have fallen. So let's actually take a look at the battle replay to see how that actually plays out. I'm not 100% sure, but as always, most of these rally leaders always have the rabbit, the Rascally Rabbit skill ready to go ahead and be used, so good for him. And as usual, on my wall I have the minus 40% HP stats. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's take a quick look at the battle report. So as you guys can tell, it was a decent mix of T5, mostly T4, okay? I'm not sure why they had so much T5 range, especially for a infantry march. Kind of a little bit confused on that, but if somebody can explain that to me in the comments, it would be really nice to know. I did get some tier 5 reinforcements, as I request T5 reinforcements or T4. Preferably T5, because obviously higher troops, higher statted troops with whatever I have just adds to it. So as you guys can tell, I only took tier 2 losses. Okay, so since I was in an infantry, since I was in a ranged wedge, most of my losses in this one were from his troops directly, and the familiars went ahead and attacked my reptilian riders, which in hindsight didn't do all that much damage. It was quite a bit, but not as much as you would have expected. So the rally leader sent out a pretty strong infantry formation with a good infantry heroes and some army attack heroes. Personally, I think the army attack heroes could have been replaced with stronger infantry attack heroes. Yes, I know I am critiquing the rally lead. It's just what I do. It could have been better. Okay. His attacks, his troop split is kind of weird to me. I don't know why he sent so much range. I don't think that was all that necessary, but whatever, it is what it is. He did lose some at tier 4, which is always nice to have. As always, they usually did have a 60-40 split for those who did send tier 5 with tier 4. So there was quite a few of red tier 4. And yes, these two rallies were actual rallies. They weren't just, leaderless rallies. They were real rallies. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep on going down. As you can see, some of them just sent pure tier 4, lost 80k. That kind of hurts, but it is what it is. This guy wounded tier 5. Wounded tier 5 is actually very expensive to heal. So, these two rallies were not cheap on their end. And also for me, I did take quite a few losses. Mainly to my tier 2 range. So as you guys can see here, in this rally, I lost 1.3 million tier 2 sharpshooters and about 242 reptilian riders. Now, some of these have already been healed up through the sanctuary, but yeah. And as always, usually I like to request tier 4. That way my guildmates don't take too many losses. I did get some tier 2 reinforcements, so thank you, Young Wolf. But for the most part, I got tier 4 and tier 5 reinforcements, and they kind of didn't take any damage. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the actual battle. That way we can try to see where the protected troops come into play. So right at the bat, they are dealing damage to me already, right? Because I've already taken that much of their infantry out. So, okay, let's see. Okay, here is this guy. So, yeah, I don't see how it protects anything because it's just kept on the timer just kept on going. The amount of troops just kept on going down. I don't really see how it protects any amount of troops from a killing blow. I don't know if it really delays anything all that much. And as you guys can see, my morale did get down to 7%, but I was able to go ahead and finish off the rest of his siege. This was barely a win in my opinion. It was a very, very close rally, extremely close. I'm pretty sure if he had either higher stats or some 11k heroes, he might have won that rally. I might have burned, but we will have to wait for someday somebody to attack me of that caliber. But above all, it was very close. It was a very good rally. I do think he could have picked better heroes to send out, but again, that's just my opinion. Let's take a look at this second rally. Now this second rally, let's take a look at the rally leader. He's currently in monster hunting gear, but he sent a ranged rally. Okay. As you guys can see, he did less damage, right? but I still lost 1.8 million tier 2 in this rally. So I did lose quite a bit of tier 2, especially to my range, but that's not too big of a problem. I can always recover pretty quickly. Let's go over the familiars for this guy. Long shot, pretty self-explanatory. Stuns one of your enemy's largest squads for 8 seconds. That is actually pretty good to use. He also has Tailwind. He has Stinging Swarm. Now this skill is not maxed out. Okay, so it's one of the T5 skills that is not maxed. And yeah, it looks like he does not have the T5 skills maxed out. So that kind of played in my favor, I think. And he also had the Wascally Wabbit. So let's take a look. As you guys can tell, this is more of a T4, T5 split. Well, not really, kind of. 700, almost 760k tier 5, and 1.6 million tier 4. This is more of a traditional kind of a look that you would normally get, right? So let's go ahead and let's take a look at his ranged heroes. Again, some very good ranged heroes. I personally, he should have changed his hero. Maybe, well, his hero's fine. He has 4 other ranged heroes, so the leader's fine. But he could have gotten more stats if he changed his hero to a different, to somebody different, right? So let's take a look at his troops that he sent. He did send mostly, he did send the 60-40 split of tier 5, tier 4, it looks like. So most of his tier 4 are red, or dead. Again, let's take a look over here as well. So we have somebody sending 1 Luminary Guard, I don't know why, and the rest Heroic Cannoneers. Well, I know why, but I don't know why they sent a T5 Luminary Guard instead of a T4 Infantry. Yep, another one here, a nice little split. This is kind of what you would expect by Kingfish. 60% tier 5, around 60% tier 5, and 40% tier 4, sending the 1 heroic fighter to slow down the march to make it seem like it's going to be 2 infantry rallies coming at you, I guess in the hopes for me to change into a cav formation so that this rally would be the one dealing the most damage. Unfortunately for them, their first rally that hit was the one that dealt the most damage. So, it is what it is. You have Killer Snow, again, doing what I said that you should do. Yep, this is a 60-40 split of tier 5 and tier 4. 120k wounded, tier 5. Yeah, I mean, nothing really much else to talk about here. This rally did hurt. I lost 1.5 million tier 2, and these are all red. These are all dead troops. And I also had 277k red tier 2 gladiators. So you can see at the end of this, I ended up with about 2.3 million tier 2. So I do realize that I need to increase my tier 2 amount quite a bit to accommodate, you know, eating more than 2 rallies at a time. So that is something that I'm going to be working on maybe during Guildfest or just, you know, during hell events, just trying to push up whatever I can. Okay. Now, was I fully reinforced? Did I have 100? Did I have full reinforcements? I am not sure. But either way, both of these rallies hit very, very hard. So it looks like one rally was sent at 12:51 and the other one was sent at 12:53. So it was about 2 minutes in between rallies. So hopefully those who did reinforce me pulled out and reinforced me with range afterwards, because it's kind of what I would have done if I knew that who I was reinforcing was offline and one rally already hit. You could already see what formation they are in, and then you can pull out your reinforcements and put in troops that are actually going to benefit that castle more than just a mixed set of troops. Alright, so I got these two. He's got Tailwind, and he's got it up to 400% already. So as you guys can see, this was also a fairly close rally. I did not get all the way down to 7%, if I'm not mistaken. I think I was in the 30s or, you know, mid 20s before I was essentially taken out in a sense. Yep, mid 20s. And the leader was captured. So yeah, I know you guys love watching some rally trapping videos, but I don't really consider myself a rally trap. I'm 700 million might already, so I'm just an account that can eat rallies, and that's just what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, until next time guys, see ya.